everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Nezzy's Place podcast, where truth lives. I am your host, Vanessa Davis, and I am so thrilled that you are joining me this evening. Well, if you are new to the Nezzy's Place community, welcome, welcome. And to all my returning listeners, welcome back. Well, for the new people, I just want to let you know that this show focuses on real issues and topics, and we're all about transparency, motivation, encouragement, and inspiration. So if you know someone who needs a positive push, please share the link. Well, we're going to jump right into our show this evening. And today we are talking about never giving up. Never giving up. You know, so many times we start a plan with diligence, and then when things don't flourish the way we intended them to, we fold, throw in the towel, wipe our hands, serenade, done, see you later, don't want to do it anymore. And the reality is, it doesn't take away from our confidence, because we are confident, intelligent, and we probably have more irons in the fire than we can imagine, right? We are striving to excel at every ambition set before us. And I'm sure if you're like me, you accomplish your goals, and when you do, you write down new ones. But have you ever come to a point in your life where you just had thoughts of giving up? And if you're like me, I'm sure your answer would be yes, I have. And it's normal because it happened to me. I remember back in 2016 when I started podcasting. I recorded a few shows, and that includes the intro, and I wasn't 100% committed to it. And I felt like I wasn't being fully supported, so I gave up, quit, done, didn't want to do it. And even in the midst of me questioning myself, I found the courage to send my podcast to a few friends to see what they thought. And you know what? To my surprise, the response I received was quite encouraging, but it wasn't enough to push me to continue the show. They kept asking me, so when are you sending the next couple shows? I'm like, not today, because I'm done. I'm not recording anymore. But then I had to ask myself, why was I feeling that way? And I came up with, because one, I said I was not 100% committed to it. I wasn't committed to the success of the podcast. I wasn't committed to myself to make things happen. And I wasn't committed to the process. And I know that when you are committed to something, it prevents you from giving up so easily. So unfortunately, I gave up for 2 years. That's a long time. So here we are in 2018. And in the back of my mind, I always knew or asked myself, what would have happened if I didn't give up? You know, see, when you are supposed to be doing something and you are given specific direction, don't throw it away. Don't dismiss it. Don't cast it aside, because you could be the next big thing. Or you could be someone that inspires some life to change, or you could change lives. But me, I know that I like speaking into the lives of people. So just think of how many opportunities I missed touching someone's life because I made a conscious decision to give up. And what I've learned that, giving up is an easy way out. And it also sets us back to ground zero. So now that I had to start the podcast all over again, one, I am 100% committed. I enjoy doing the podcast. I am so passionate about it. I just get thrilled to know that my content is touching lives. And I only know that by the responses I receive. So maybe I went through that time frame back then 2 years ago because I wasn't ready. But all the steps that took me to this point, I am so ready, and I'm taking it by force, okay? But there are some reasons why we give up, and I'm just going to list a couple. The first one is we're fearful of the unknown. Sometimes when we're comfortable, it's easy to do things. But when we are uncomfortable, because when we don't know what the outcome is going to be, we are taking a chance. But we have to embrace the new, because we never know what it can bring to our lives. Such fulfillment and peace when we are living out our dreams and being passionate about it. And the second thing is we're not exactly sure how we are going to be received or perceived by others. And sometimes, yes, we don't really care what others think, but then sometimes we have that little thought in the back of our mind that says, no one's going to read it, no one's going to listen, no one's going to do this, but you got to take a chance. You know that little line in Coming to America when the lady sits on the train and she goes, go ahead, honey, take a chance. And that is just what you have to do in life. You have to take a chance, regardless of what you think someone else is going to say, how you're going to be received and perceived. You got to keep going. Then the other thing is we focus too much on the end before we even get started. You can't do that. You can't look at the big picture. You can't be so overwhelmed because you have to take baby steps and start at the beginning. And then you work your way towards the end. The last thing I want to share with you is finances. Maybe your resources are limited. Well, what I would say is connect with those around you who can help. We have to build a network around us of people who would be willing to invest in us. And when I say invest, I don't always mean financially, because people will invest in you, whether it's their time, maybe they're good with blogging, setting up a website, maybe they have a printing business and they can do your business cards and maybe make you some flyers, because true enough, maybe you're good at one thing, but you're not good at another, but someone else is. Tap into that. Connect with people. Build you a network. And it's not so much that you're using someone, but you want to begin to offer whatever services you have to other people as well, because it will come back to you, and that's what I believe. And that ties into my next point, which is the barter system. If you're good at something and you have an expertise, you just know how to do something that you know can help someone else, share. Like I said, share the information. You help me, I help you, I help you, you help me. We just go back and forth. And it just gets bigger. And we're all helping each other, because the biggest thing, we all want each other to succeed. So if you are in a place of giving up and trying to restart, I want you to go ahead and push that ignite button. It's time to start and never give up again. And you know when it's time, because it's that thing that's tugging at you. It's the thought of an idea that you swept under a rug many years ago. It's that book that you want to write, that play you want to write, maybe a new business venture or business idea or an invention. Whatever it is, make sure you continue and you live that dream, because the truth is, no one else has it. It's yours, your dream, and you have to make it come into fruition. Because I believe little reminders will filtrate your heart and your spirit, and people will begin to speak into your life, and you will feel that something needs to be birthed. So whatever you are passionate about, that you know you neglected and gave up on, and whatever that thing is that keeps nagging at you deep down inside, I want you to listen to it, pay attention to it, and don't ignore it, because right now it's the time for you to pick it up, ignite the fire, and burn, baby, burn, because life is going to continue to go, and the days are passing by, and you have to make things happen. And I know in life we give up because we don't truly believe in ourselves. And somewhere in our minds, we tell ourselves negative stories to keep us from proceeding. And I've learned by the story I share with you today that I must believe that what I'm doing is for me to do. I must pursue my dreams, and that whatever is in me, and that is the same for you, whatever's in you, you have to believe that what you are doing, you are meant to do. So never give up on you. Never give up on anything that you're supposed to do. Believe in yourself. Never settle. Never say never. Never. So I want to leave you with this. We all have pitfalls and stumble here and there. But the best feeling is knowing that you can get up and keep running. So live your dreams, believe that you can, and you will. Remember, never let anyone put a seal on your dreams or visions. It's yours and you can do it. So I want you to dream big and never give up. I think I need to say that again. Dream big and never give up, because it is your life. You have to make things happen. And that's what I got for you today. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you got something from the show today. Would love to hear your feedback. But in the meantime, make sure you shoot over to the Nezzy's Place website so you can listen to previous episodes and order your copy of Girlfriend, Your House is a Mess. And there you can connect with me on all social media platforms. And I would love to have you as a guest on the show. So if you have a story, please make sure to connect with me. You can also give me a jingle at 585-210-8186. And remember, this link will be accessible after the air date. So please continue to share the link, especially if you know someone who's just given up. You want to make sure you tell them, look, embrace you, live you, believe in you, because you can do it. So that's all I have for you today. And like I always say, it's your life, your house, and your rules. Remember, this is a day that will never happen again. And each day we have to make a decision to never give up. Okay, guys? Until next week, that's all I have for you. I'm out today. Bye.